Good morning. Welcome back to Wake Up America. Russian forces are now in the Ukrainian capital of Kyiv as the Russian army advances into Ukraine from the north, south, and east.
And for more on what happens next is Tennessee Congressman and member of the House of Foreign Affairs Committee, Tim Burchett. Congressman, welcome.
Thank you all for having me.
Congressman, good to see you this morning. I'm wondering what you made of President Biden's speech yesterday and his latest round of sanctions. Did he go far enough? And how do you think this ultimately plays out?
Yeah, everybody, of course, supports the sanctions. It's just, what are they going to do with them? I thought it was pretty telling when someone asked him if they were going to put any direct sanctions on Putin himself, and it seems everybody seems to be avoiding that. I think the reason is Putin has all his money elsewhere. It's either in Russia or some other controlled communist organization. So I don't know what kind of pain it's going to cause. I know they're going to come after us with the cyber attacks, and we need to be prepared if we're going to go down this path.
Yeah, Congressman, let's start with the response from President Biden placing more sanctions on the Russian economy. I want you to take a listen and then get your response.
Okay.
You recently said that the idea of personally sanctioning President Putin was on the table. Is that a step that you're prepared to take? And if not,
it's not a bluff, it's on the table.
Sanctioning President Putin?
Yes.
Why not sanction him today, sir?
Mr. President?
Why not sanction him today, sir?
Mr. President, if I can.
Why not sanction Putin directly today?
Sir, I have to say, finally, he's getting some tough questions from the media. He's not responding. That's a valid question. I mean, he's waiting to really do what a lot of people are saying he should have done a long time ago.
Yeah, look, you got one of the richest men in the world, and we're not willing to take him on. And to me, there's something else going on behind the scenes. I don't know if it's because we're gutless or we don't want to incur his full wrath. But clearly the president, as I've said many times, you can tell is clearly cognitively not with it. And this is just another indicator of that. And our leadership seems to be afraid of it in the Democrat Party.
Yeah.
The Republicans were ready to go after him, but the Democrats, they're the ones holding the all the marbles on this.
Yeah, and I get that, incur Vladimir Putin's full wrath, but quite frankly, I don't care. We're the United States of America. I don't care about Vladimir Putin's full wrath. It's a country with the GDP of Spain. That's a fact.
That's a fact.
I think one of the big issues is that Russia is the United States' third biggest oil supplier now in Joe Biden's brand new woke America that we've all been enjoying for the last 15 months. That's probably the big issue at play here. I'm wondering, you mentioned this earlier, that Vladimir Putin might cyber attack us here in the U.S. If he does that, that's a provocative military action. Granted, it's not boots on the ground, but that is an attack on the United States. If he does do that again, by the way, what do we do?
Well, I don't know if they're not doing it currently. I talk to people every day that have problems with their internet service and things, and there's always the question of whether that's going on. I don't know what we do, because you're exactly right. This woke leadership we have, I mean, they're more concerned with our military's transgender affiliation or whatever, and than they are with what's really going on. I'm afraid you've got a real morale problem too within our military. But getting back to the oil question, you're exactly right. We import 595,000 barrels a day from Russia. So, we're kind of playing tongue in cheek with this whole thing about that. If we need to just shut it down. We just shut them down completely, and we need to start drilling again and producing oil. Under Trump, everybody wants to knock on Trump, but under Trump, we were an exporter of energy. All of our friends over there relied on us. Right now, we could just turn the spigot on and flood the market, and that's what we could do, and put them out of business and bankrupt them, and they could eat their rubles for all I care.
Yeah, it's such a bizarre spot to be in, basically. We are sanctioning the Russian government right now and Vladimir Putin, yet we're also financing them by buying oil, and so is Germany, and so is the rest of Europe and many of these NATO countries. It's so bizarre.
Well, no, it's not bizarre, because all they're doing is they think the American public doesn't understand it. And they're, in one hand they're doing this, the other hand they're doing that. And it's just it's a complete lie. And they're taking, they think that we don't know what's going on. And Fortunately, we do. And on Election Day,
Right.
I think you're going to see the results of that.
Yeah, Congressman, yesterday, President Biden was asked about China. He didn't really say anything about that. Didn't have an answer for that. And look, we saw what happened over Taiwan just yesterday. I mean, China's a major concern to us. But yeah, it doesn't seem like President Biden's concerned.
Look, China's the one country that could call Putin and say, hey, call it off, cut it out. And we don't, and apparently we don't have the guts to say that to China right now. So I don't know what it takes. You know, all this is doing really is removing our focus from our southern border and the high gas prices and everything else in this country that's going on bad. And the liberal media just focuses on Ukraine right now. And it's a horrible situation. 57 brave Ukrainians died yesterday and 169 were wounded. And it doesn't have to be. It shouldn't have to been. We could have called it off with our energy program, but unfortunately our energy program is woke and weak.
Yeah. It's all about the electric cars instead of the problem here. All right, Congressman Tim Burchett, thank you so much for joining us, sir.
Thank
you,
y'all for
Congressman.
having me.
Thank you.
Good seeing you.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, we're real news for real people.